There's one thing, though. There's one little thing before I can die happy. And that is... this door isn't open. And I want this door to be open. But it's not. So I'm assuming that it opens from the other side. And that's all I'm gonna... that's just the assumption I'm gonna have to make for now. Okay, let's just go ahead and solve this. Again, real quick, just to make sure that that doesn't open up the door. And indeed it doesn't, so that's it for the village. Yay! Breakfast squid, I'll scramble your eggs, cue creepily sexy music. How do you do creepily sexy music? It's like, bow chicka wow wow, bow chicka wow. They get the witness puzzle on top of the tower. Of course I didn't. Did you see me get the witness puzzle? I'm kidding. Let's go up and check it out. Anyway, other weird college stories. I have a funny story. God, I haven't thought of this one in a long time. I had a friend who was a real idiot. Surprise, surprise. But I had I don't, I see it's like over there, but I can't solve it. Because that shit in the way. Oh, I can solve it. Oh, I did. That's good. So I had a friend in college. Real idiot. Knew him from middle school. God, that just seems really mean now. Well, he's not gonna watch this, so fuck it. I just realized I had by adding that extra detail, I had narrowed it down way too much. But anyway, I had a friend in college who I knew for an indeterminate period of time beforehand, and he had just met this other group of friends of mine, and he was, there's this one girl in the group that I think that he probably had a thing for, and I believe this because he told me that he wanted to corrupt her, which is a really, really creepy phrase. Now, the story is actually really funny, though, in my opinion, because so she was, I can almost see where he was coming from, almost, because she was friends with like these really hardcore Christians, and so and in fact everyone assumed that she was like really religious. So I guess my friend was like, I want to corrupt her, which is gross, and that's a really, I said it twice, and I feel like like the word corrupt comes out of my mouth, and I'm just like, corrupt. Like, it just makes me want to throw up. Just thinking it. God, these trees look like people. Kinda. I'm gonna walk around until I see the people. Yeah, it looks like people holding their arms out. So, yeah. The story's got a happy ending because he and this girl get to talking. And it turns out that she was way, way more, like, freaky than he could have ever imagined. He was like, you ever smoke weed? And she was like, yeah, I got some on me. Do you want to do it right now? And he was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, do you want to do heroin? And he was like, she's like, have you ever tried it? And he was like, no. And turns out she was a swinger, and her boyfriend was into it. So she was like hinting like, hey, do you want to have a threesome? Like, you know, she was like, I'm down. And my friend, he bailed. He could not handle that. He was just like, nope, nope, I got nothing. I'm out. And you know what? I think that's a really, really funny end to all that shit. I mean, that was the universe giving that guy what he deserved. Don't you think about it? Don't you think that? Like, that was the universe being like, you pompous prick. Here, let me give you a real challenge. Oh, I see you. Witness puzzle. I see you over there. I love how these just summon from the depths, too. That's hilarious. So that was a pretty good college story. Which ones of these haven't I done yet? I think I've done all of them, haven't I? I think I have. There's a certain number of environmental puzzles that are still around, but... Oh, here we go. I can probably get into here. And I think that there's probably not going to be anything in here of particular value, but I can still do it. So anyway... Yeah, this is a really easy puzzle. Oh. Oh. Well then. Could do... Nope, that's not gonna do it. God damn it. Sometimes playing with the controller is actually really frustrating. Let's see... If I do these two, then these two, obviously that doesn't work. But I can't really see an easy way to do something like that. That doesn't work. Cthulhu Horror Monster want a boat here. Boat. Other college stories. Nothing I can think of off the top of my head that feel particularly memorable at this point. You got any that I was in that you could think of?
There was like a cast party we went to. Actually, there were a couple cast parties. The one
I don't think people cheating at a cast party really counts as much of a story, though.
That's not the one I was thinking of. Like,
oh.
I was reminded of that one after I started thinking about this other one, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But, the one I was thinking of was when we were in undergrad.
Yeah?
And, you were in an opera along with, like, a bunch of our friends.
Oh, I know which story this is.
Yeah, and...
Is this the story of my first quote-unquote girlfriend? Because that was one.
I did not realize that was at a cast party, because I wasn't at that one, was I?
No.
Or...
Oh, no, you were there. Because, okay, so...
Oh, the choir one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, that's not a particularly interesting story either. Just to sum it up, some girl was giving me the hungry eyes, and at the time I was like really, really self-conscious and shy, so I was just like, oh, you're paying attention to me? Okay, I guess I don't mind if we get married in the end. But it didn't work out. Wasn't Lady Bird your first girlfriend? Sort of. Kinda. Anyway. There was this girl that was really interested in me, and we kind of sort of dated for like 2 or 3 weeks. And
but she was never your girlfriend. You just
no, we were never official.
Yeah.
But we were very close to being official. Not very close emotionally, but we were very close to being official. And it didn't work out for a reason that a lot of people find very amusing. So she had really long, incredibly curly blonde hair. We're talking like, if you think like Aurora, like beautiful, like mermaid hair.
Yeah, definitely mermaid hair. Like
Yeah.
the rest of us girls were always like telling her how her hair was so great and
Yeah, she had like over the top luxurious like mermaid hair. And everyone thought it was like the greatest thing except for me because I was like that's so much hair. That's gross. All I could think of every time we hung out, I was just like, there's just too much. There's just too much hair. I can't deal with this. And that was honestly probably the biggest reason why I broke up with this girl. Or, like, never actually, like, became official with her. Was because of her hair. I mean, also the fact is that she also wanted to have a kid, and I did not. And the next guy that she ended up marrying in the end, she got pregnant with like what, a month into dating the dude,
something like that. Yeah.
So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, some people they want to be moms, and that's fine. But I did not want to be a mom. So I was like, I just immediately, I was done. So, yeah. It was an interesting couple of weeks. I think I've basically solved every noteworthy group of levels on the map. I think it might be time to head to the top of the mountain. Alrighty. We're gonna enter what is basically the last third of the game. Yeah. So that was the that's kind of a super abridged version of the of my first relationship. Oh my god, I forgot how much I hate walking through that area. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. College-wise, funny other noteworthy college stories.
Well, there was like when she first started flirting with you.
Yeah, but I mean, we're kind of done with that story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that another puzzle over there? Looks like one. The clouds themselves are a puzzle? Bert's first date, want to go to a barber shop? That's funny. That would be so mean. But that would be really, really fucking funny. Oh, man. Alright, let's start opening this boyo up. Huh. I think I can just solve it by going here, right? Nope. Well, there's like a couple different solutions. Ah. When I start solving it, some of the, like, flappies go away. Got it. So I have to just get the right angle and find a way to solve it. This is obviously not going to work. Completely subdivide the entire thing. What about... this looks like it'll probably work. Oh. Almost. Stupid people with their stupid legs. That's what I say in real life, too. What about... okay. Other college stories, other college stories, other college stories. Yeah, I mean, to be totally honest, I had a pretty vanilla college experience. My college experience, even though I went to a bunch of them, my college experiences were mostly like doing homework and and getting good grades. I was not exactly much for partying or anything like that. God. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I see. I need to solve it a couple different ways. And then it'll unlock each latchy. Interesting stories after graduating. Probably? I don't know why I'm drawing such a blank right now. But, let's see. Thing is, a lot of stuff that's relatively interesting to me now is, like, work-related. And I probably shouldn't talk about work when I'm not, you know, at work, because that makes me incredibly, incredibly boring. So, I mean, it's only... Work stories are only funny if I'm making them up on the spot. Like, I used to have a meme where I would kind of improvise stories about, like, you know, people, like, stealing lunches out of fridges and stuff like that, and be like, oh my god, Karen said the funniest thing today. You wouldn't even believe what she said. She was talking about... I don't know, I'm not going to go into it right now. Okay, anyway.
I can think of a funny work story for you.
Karen was like that ink, that printer over there, it's out of toner. And I was like, that printer's not out of toner. You just stupid. So then I went over to the printer and I tried to print something out, and wouldn't you know it was out of toner. That's the wildest fucking thing. Karen's never been right about anything in her life. Dumb hoe. Good thing I don't work with anyone named Karen. But for real though, Karen's a dumb hoe. Alright, you have an interesting story that I can tell, apparently?
I was thinking of the espresso machine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. So working in an office, you have to make your own fun. I'm going to preface the story, just start with that statement so you understand what I mean, where I'm coming from, and who I am as a person. So, there's this guy who, in the kitchen, has his own espresso machine.
In the shared kitchen.
In the shared kitchen, has an espresso machine, where he says, if you want to use this espresso machine, you have to pay me, as the owner of this machine, $200 to be put into, like, our pool of verified, allowed espresso machine users. And that's ridiculous. So, I, in response to this, posted up a anonymous letter where I advertised my services as a competitor to this espresso machine, where I said, if you paid me, what did I say, like $12.99 a month I would go to Starbucks and get you anything that you wanted. And I was like, if you want donuts, I'll get you donuts. You want to know what you get out of this machine if you wanted donuts? Nothing. So I didn't sign this thing. I just put it up there, and I called it the Dank Yeet espresso service. And I didn't take any credit for it. And for like a day, people were trying to figure out who the hell put the sign up. And I never said anything. I never took credit for it. I never will take credit for it. And to this day, nobody knows that it's me. And that's what working in an office is like.
Is the espresso guy's sign still up?
Of course it's still up.
Is yours still up?
Of course it's still up.
Yes!
But yeah, if you've ever seen the sitcom The Office, I think you probably have heard of this show. It was kind of popular a couple years ago. Anyway, if you've ever seen The Office, it's, you know, one of the most realistic TV shows I have ever seen in my entire life. Except dating all of your coworkers is considered a skeevy, weird move. Nobody wants to be Jim or Pam. That's gross. That's hella gross.
What about Roy or Pam?
Who is Roy?
The guy she was engaged to before she started dating Jim.
Oh, yeah. I guess now this is gonna be references to The Office. I mean, I personally look up to Roy. I think he's a fine example of being a caring boyfriend.
Really?